path, we're gonna try to get like 15 degrees path here. See if it curves. Okay, it's coming back quite hard, right? Again, great shot. So we should see these numbers. Big difference, right? Because that curves so much. Look at that. 22 degree path to the right. 10 Right now, I'll try to hit one that's very, very straight. So the club path and the club face are going to be very, very, as close to zero as possible. Not a lot of curve. Okay, so it's pretty straight, didn't curve too much. But see how it didn't curve a lot? So the numbers should be relatively tight. It's a good shot. So, see this now? So 1 degree and 1 degree, right? See how close these are? They're virtually the same. And that's why it didn't curve very much, right? Because I'll come in closer. Basically, your face angle determines where the ball pretty much starts, like 80% of it. So if you're hitting shots right, if your face angle is slightly open at impact, it has to be if it's starting right and going right, and your path is kind of what determines the curve, right? So I'm gonna hit a draw here. So if we hit a perfect draw, this number should be positive because the club path is going to the right, and then this, in order for it to draw, this number needs to be less than that for it to draw correctly. So ideally, like maybe a 2-3-1 degree ratio or whatever. So let's hit a draw here. So ideally, we should see a face angle of like 1 or 2, club path of like 4 or 5, if it draws properly. I don't think that's gonna draw. Maybe a little bit. Okay, it's coming a little bit. It's not that much. Okay, that's actually not that bad. It kind of started off a little more right, so I should see it more. Okay, perfect. Look at this. Okay, so granted, I'm trying to exaggerate that, but look at that. Look at that face angle, 5 degrees to the right. That's why it started so far that way, and then because I got it to peel back, this needed to be more. Basically, club face is actually open at impact relative to our target, because it started right, because the face determines basically where the ball starts, and the path was going even more to the right. Okay, let's hit a fade now. So if we do this properly, we should see these numbers change drastically. This should be in the negative. This should also be in the negative. Okay, same thing. 2 or 3 degree ratio. Because my path, again, to hit a proper, whatever shot shape you're wanting to do, right? If you want to hit a proper draw, your fade, you want to start it right and bring it back. You don't want to start it straight and draw it, right? Because you want to finish right of your target, right? I'll come to these in a second here, 1 second. But let's hit a fade here. So ideally, if we do this correctly, all those numbers should be negative. And it should start left of screen and peel back. If it doesn't, okay, so it's not curving very much. So we should see face angle and the club path close-ish. Close-ish. Yeah, see? Not a big curve there because these are very, very close. But see how it's negative? Again, it's negative because the path or the face was closed at impact. This is for a right-handed golfer. You invert it for a left-handed golfer. But that ball started left because the face was closed at impact, but the path was going even more left, so it did curve a little bit, right? Again, let's hit a straight shot that doesn't curve very much. Actually, you know what? Let's hit a straight push, right? We're just gonna hit a shot that kind of starts right and stays right, doesn't curve. See if it curves. Okay, awesome, it didn't curve at all. So we should see both these numbers positive, probably like 5-6 degrees to the right, maybe more. Okay, look at that, perfect. So no curve whatsoever, right? See now, these are very similar. This is the exact same as hitting a shot that's perfectly straight. It's just, instead of closer to 0, they're both closer to 7 to the right. That shot, that difference in these two numbers, face angle and club path, is where you get that curve, right? If those numbers are very similar, it's never gonna curve that much. Now, this only applies with irons because drivers and fairway woods actually have gear effect. And essentially what that is, because it's a curved face, it's a bigger face, if you hit it, like poor contact, it actually opens and closes the face, right? So you have to take that with a grain of salt with your drivers and woods, but irons, 100%, right? So let's hit the snappy, let's hit one of the biggest hooks we can do, right? So to understand this, figure out what numbers we should try to see, right? So again, we should see these quite to the right. Path, we're gonna try to get like 15 degrees path here. See if it curves. Okay, it's coming back quite hard, right? We're gonna great shot. So we should see these numbers. Big difference, right? Because that curves so much. Look at that. 22 degree path to the right. 10 degree face angle. That face angle is 10 degrees open to the right. Right? And people say, in order to draw it, you have to close the club face. Guess what? Does that look very close to you? No, not at all. Right? So you need to understand the ball flight laws to hit a proper shot or diagnose what's going on. I hope that makes sense. All right. Sorry, I missed a few of these. Short arse, that's funny. Is this like a game you have to you having that much face and path control? It's pretty good, right? Like, I mean, that's the product of just practicing quite a bit. I can influence my path quite hard. Like, let's see if I can get this. Again, we'll hit a bit, no, I won't even hit a big fade. Let's just hit a little fade. Try to maybe get this negative 3 or 4 path with like, I don't know, a negative 2 degree face. So it's gonna curve a little bit, but it shouldn't. Okay, it's curving a little bit more. So we should see a bigger dispersion than in terms of the face to path relationship. Probably like 6 degree path-ish. Yeah, okay, so 5 degree path, right? So we're relatively close. Face angle was just basically at 0, which is why it kind of started right, or started straight and peeled over, right? So understanding, like, your ball flight tells you so much of what you're doing in your golf swing. So if you're snap hooking it as a right-handed golfer, your face is mega close relative to your club path, right? Depending on where it starts, if it starts right and then rips left, your face is actually open at impact to the target, but it's just really closed to the path, right? So your path is probably going hard to the right. So again, let's see if we can get a mega path here, like 30 degrees. That's gonna rip left, hard left. See that? It's basically a snap hook, right? So you're gonna see a massive difference between the two numbers. Didn't even get the face angle. That's how gross it was. But face angle would have been probably around, like, I don't know, same thing, probably 8 or 10-ish. But look at that path. Yeah, let's get one straight, just to see that ball flight straight now. Okay, it's drawing a little bit, so. Okay, closer to 0, but that face was negative, which is why it kind of started a little bit left and then it kind of peeled a little bit too much. But does that make sense? Ask me any questions if you're actually, if it's not. Can't gift subs. What do you mean you can't gift subs? Can't gift subs. Oh, I think so. Today is actually, I think, my last. There's levels of Twitch partnerships, right? There's an affiliate, and then there's a partner, right? So in order to like sub to this page, like you can use your Amazon Prime free sub. You better do it. In order to use that or gift subs or do anything like that, I need to be an affiliate first, and you need to hit the certain parameters. And you need, I think, 8 hours of streaming. You need average of 3 concurrent viewers, and you need what else? Oh, what's the last one? Oh, you need 50 followers. And then there's one other thing, I think, no copyright strikes or whatever. But anyway, doesn't matter. Oh no, you need to stream 7 days in a 30-day period. Today's the 7th. We got about 60-something followers. And we have like 30 hours of streaming just because we left it on overnight by accident. And then we should get up to 3 viewers today, depending on how many are here today. We got 14. Okay, so yeah, I think if we stream for like a couple hours, which I will, and we average like even like 10 to 20, that number will go up. So tomorrow, next stream, you'll be able to gift subs or sub. But yeah, I think the donation is still there. You don't need to set up anything there. Keep it JP. All right, let's see. I got to go back. I play a pull draw, aim 20 yards right, center of the green. That's because I'm a professional. Good job, Tiddlestically. What a name. Yeah, 6 to 8 is quite a bit. Yeah, so Cuomo, the closer you are to 0, you are going to have a straighter path, or a straighter shots. The problem though, and not a lot of golfers, like pro golfers, don't want that zeroed out path, because our bodies change, fluctuate every day, and typically we're going to range maybe about like good golfers, like really good golfers. Their club path might average like, maybe 2 degrees left or right every day. Like it'll change. So if you have like a natural, like most, like for instance Brooks Koepka, he's got like a 7-degree left path, right? So he hits fades. If he gets that fluctuation where he'll go maybe to 9 or 8, or they're 5 or 6, he's still gonna hit fades, right? But if you're hovering at 0 all the time, you're gonna go 2 directions in both ways, right? So all of a sudden you might start hitting fades or hitting draws, right? Because your path does fluctuate every now and then. So that's why you don't see a lot of really, really good players at that zeroed out path, because of that, those issues. 0, 0, 0. Oh, it's gonna be tough. You're at RR? What's RR? Is that Riverway? Super Douche 2? What a name. What do you mean gift subscriptions? What do you mean, Josh? I'm not sure what you mean. Play a Mac Boucher big hook shot. Say my name, Mike Crack. All right, we'll do a Mac Boucher shot. You have to aim pretty hard, right? It'd be very difficult to do a straight shot because you have to come so far inside, you probably shank it every time. So you do have to change your body up a bit, but let's rip it. So that should start screaming left. There you go. Solid. This is a little, like, it's only 170, so if I'm trying to like rip one, the ball's gonna go way further. But look at that, almost 23 degrees path, 10-degree face angle, right? So it's gonna, oh, Riverway, nice. Oh, Greg, what's up? Super Douche, sick name, Greg. I definitely can't last a couple hours, maybe a couple minutes at the most. Huge slice with a 7-iron. It's gonna be hard to rip slice a 7-iron, but I can try. A little thin, but yeah, it's not slicing. So those paths, the path and face angle will be very, very similar. Probably like both like 10 degrees left. Oh, it's so bad, didn't even want to view it. Let's try again. A fade is definitely not as natural to me. Like, it's really hard to hit a slice with an iron for me. It's just gonna end up fading a bit. Like, I take that shot, a little short, but like, I just add so much spin, get steep on it, it's just gross. 13 path though, that's like a 30-degree difference in path though, so pretty good control on my end, not gonna lie. Hard to slice your 7-iron. Yeah, we should get you in here. 97 club head speed with this is impressive, so you can get over 100. This kind of swing normally. That's swing a little bit harder. I wouldn't really swing that hard. I definitely have another gear I can rip. I just don't want to because it's just uncontrollable. But yeah, 102. Like, I can definitely get this up reasonably high. There's just no point, because the whole point of this is to play consistent golf. And if you're swinging that hard, it's tricky. Oh, the alarm's going off. It's probably because the spin was mega high. Let's see. Spin was 7,000, and my launch angle was 27. So way too much spin. 747 swing 5 system. Yeah, it's also MBs. Yeah, so they're gonna spin a bit more. All right, I think I'm probably pretty good. Give me some courses you want me to play. Give me some suggestions. I don't have. I might play that Marco Simone golf course if it's downloaded, because that's where the next tournament is. But